One of the biggest reasons I chose to join CMLC was the opportunity to make an impact on my generation, but also future generations. You know, East Village is one of those projects that my kids and their kids are going to be going through, and they're going to be able to say my father and my grandfather worked on.
CMLC, which is the Calgary Municipal Land Corporation, is entirely owned by the City of Calgary, and it was a company that was formed to develop the East Village. Biggest accomplishments are, I think, in real simple terms, it's sort of the image of the East Village. When I originally took this job, and you know, you go to a cocktail party and someone asks me, well, what are you doing for fun these days? And I would say, well, I've gotten involved with the redevelopment of the East Village. Well, anybody that I knew thought I was nuts, because it's an area that was very downtrodden, full of crime, and you know, just you wouldn't go there. Well, that was in 2006. You look at it today, and we've got condos going up, and the image has changed dramatically, and people speak you know, fondly of the East Village, where 8 years ago they didn't.
CMLC takes governance very, very seriously, and in my role as the chair of the governance committee, so particularly. And board renewal is one of the things that I think we think is very, very important. We have a formal board renewal policy that calls for the retirement of board members after a certain period, and a number of us have reached that magic number. And so we're engaging in this process to ensure that we have cast as wide a net as possible, to ensure we've looked at every nook and cranny to find the biggest pool of talented people who could come in and fill the roles of the people who are whose turn it is to now move off the board.
We're probably looking for a lawyer. We're probably looking for real estate development experience would be an asset, just because a lot of the contracts that we deal with, we don't specifically develop the condos ourselves, but we sell the land to condo developers, and having someone with a real estate background would be very helpful. And but the single key thing is being aware of what's going on in our community.
I'd say from a board and from CMLC, the biggest trait you need to be successful is you need to have a good business brain. We are essentially a business. We're highly entrepreneurial, and it's a key component.
I think if I could use one word to describe our board members, it would be outspoken. Everyone is engaged and very committed to what we're doing here, and that leads into people who have, you know, strong views, are very passionate about what we do. And our board meetings, while there's a lot of laughter, from time to time, everyone feels free to really bring their ideas forward and stand behind them. I've sat on a lot of boards and I've been involved in a lot of really cool projects, but there is nothing like putting a shovel in the ground in a part of the city that everyone else has given up on, and watching buildings go up and thinking about 11,000 cool new people coming to join this part of the city and everything that goes around with it. Development work is very, very different than other board work that I've done, and very, very fulfilling.
So, I mean, we're known as developing the East Village, and I'm proud to say we've done a good job. City Council, I think, recognizes that. And about a year ago, they've asked us to look at other projects. I mean, currently CMLC's mandate is to develop East Village. That's it. It doesn't have any mandate over and above that. So we are now looking at other projects in the city. So I think going forward, the idea from City Council is that we keep CMLC going, and we'll look at other projects. And it's no secret, there's a couple that we're looking at that you know, are fairly significant projects and would keep CMLC going for a long time. I mean, I've been on the board since day one, and I don't really want to get off the board, quite honestly, because I feel it's one of the greatest rewards I get is accomplishing the things that we have. We do have fun. It's like any other board, you have to put in your time, and there is some reading and some work to do, but in this one it's really not that bad. And you get to walk around the area and you feel that, holy smoke, I had something to do with this, and that's a pretty good feeling.